Steelers, yesterday you figured out why the Seahawks traded away DK Metcalf because of unsportsmanlike actions like that. But what was the bigger red flag for the Steelers? The defense or the unsportsmanlike action by DK?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what's going on? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, sports, everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking about the black and gold incarnation of winners, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have not been looking like that for the past 2 weeks, as they've gone on a 2-game losing streak, losing to Aaron Rodgers' former team in the Green Bay Packers.
Please. There is no mercy.
In a final score of 39-19, or somewhere close to that. I'm not sure what the final score was. I went to bed right as that score happened, so I don't know if it was any higher than that. Let me just check that really quick. But the Steelers' defense did not look that great, but the final score of the game was 35-25. So Steelers, of course, did lose the game. But the biggest red flag of yesterday for the defense of Pittsburgh was the yards they gave up. They allowed 4 touchdowns in 1 rushing TD, but the offense could not get anything going. And then, of course, DK Metcalf, as per usual, has an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and which is what he used to do back in Seattle. But the question is, what was the bigger red flag this game? Was it DK's unsportsmanlike action, or was it the Steelers' defense? We'll talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash the button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the black and gold. Steelers. I do believe both are red flags because DK, if he's going to do that every single game, that's going to cost you games. That's what the main thing I got so upset about when he was with Seattle, of him drawing penalties like that. Poking Quay Walker in the eye and then later on grabbing his face mask. But defense is a big red flag right now for the Steelers because Steelers, they have the highest paid defense in the NFL right now. And they have 4 40-year-olds on their defense. Darius Slayton, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Jalen Ramsey. And let me go over some defensive stats here. In total scoring defense, they rank 22nd in the league. And they're dead last in passing yards allowed. They're 18th in rushing yards allowed. They're 20th in rushing TDs allowed. They're 10th in 20th in passing TDs allowed, and also 10th against rushing TDs, which have only allowed 5. But I don't know what's going on with Steelers because their defense alone right now ranks 26th in the NFL right now. This defense of the Steelers, we're not normally used to seeing the Steelers defense look this bad. We're normally used to the Steelers offense sucking and then the defense do their job. This is the one thing I cannot understand. TJ Watt was quiet again. He was quiet again. He only had 1 QB hit, and that's it. He was quiet. This is nothing we have seen from TJ Watt. He has a total of 12 solo tackles this year. He has 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. This is not a normal that we are used to seeing from the greatness of TJ Watt. This is not what we're used to seeing of him. We're used to seeing him get like more 2 to 3 sacks a game. TJ Watt has been an absolute no-show the entire season. He hasn't even shown up most of the time. So the defense is still a red flag. But the offense, DK's got to get his hotheadness under control. Because that one right there could lead to suspension. I'm not sure. But you cannot have that happen. If you're a wide receiver in the NFL, you got to keep your composure. And that's the one thing that I was really glad that we let go of DK for. And look at who's really good right now. Just look at my jersey. DK is still a good receiver. I'm honestly rooting for him in Pittsburgh. But it's moments like this that make me not want to be a fan of his. Because he just can never be composed for one game. It can never be just one game. It always gets in the face of defenders. We saw with Fred Warner a few years ago when he was grabbing up inside the face mask and Fred Warner didn't do anything about it. We saw it in the what was it? Germany game against the Buccaneers. He got flagged and got ejected from the game. It's moments like that that you wonder if DK is actually a legit receiver in the NFL. But I'm also rooting for DK Metcalf. I'm hoping he succeeds, but he's got to get his act together if he is going to stay in the NFL for much longer. How do you guys think? What do you guys think was the bigger red flag for the Steelers? Was it DK Metcalf's unsportsmanlike conduct, or was it the defense? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Me personally, I think it's a little bit of both. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor, smash the like down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.